Hello everyone. So today we are going to be solving Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Syllabus D, Paper 2, Variant 1, October-November 2024. This paper is of 2 hours and 30 minutes. So let's get started. Question number 1. Basma owns a toy shop. The sign, which means this box, shows the opening hours for the shop. Okay. So the question asks us to find out the length of the time the shop is open in 1 week. We know 1 week means how many days? 7 days, right? Okay, so let us find out. Okay, so from Saturday to Wednesday, how many days are there? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means there are 5 days. Okay, and now Thursday to Friday, it is 2 days. Thursday, Friday, 1, 2. Okay, so the shop is open from 10:30 to 18. Okay. Each day between from Saturday to Wednesday, the shop is open from 10:30 to 18. Okay. And in Thursday and Friday, each day, the shop is open from 10 to 19:30. Okay. So 5 plus 2, 7 days. So 7 days are done. So 5 days, there it is different timing, and the other 2 days are totally different timing. Okay. So let us find out the difference of time. So I'm going to be using my calculator. I am using the Casio's scientific calculator. In that, you can calculate the time easily. So 18 minus 10:30 is basically 7 hours 30 minutes. This is for 1 day, but there are 5 days when the shop is open from 10:30 to 18. So we multiply it with 5. So multiply this with 5. So it will be 37 hours, 30 minutes. Okay, let me just write minutes. Okay. Now for the 10 to 19:30, so it is 9 hours, 30 minutes. We multiply this with 2 because this is the time for 1 day, and for 2 of the days, the timing of the shop is 10 to 19:30. And if we multiply this, so 19:30 into 2 is 19 hours. Okay. Work out the length of the time the shop is open in 1 week. So we have the time, we just add it up. So 37 hours, 30 minutes plus 19 hours. Okay. 37 hour 30 minutes plus 9 hours is, wait, what? Sorry, not 19 hours, 9 hours. That's 19 hours. Sorry. Plus 19. So it is 56 hours 30 minutes. Now what most of the kids will do, that they will be putting this thing and place it in the answer box. But that won't be acceptable because in this answer box it is only given in hours, no minutes. So we have to convert this minutes to hours and then add it with this 56 hours. Okay, how to convert it? 30 divided by the total minutes in 1 hour, so it is 60 minutes. So it is cancel. Okay, so it is 0.5. So we add up 56 plus 0.5, which is 56.5 hours. Okay. Uh, Question 1, part A done. Let's go to part B. If you guys have any problems or any confusions, you just can message. Okay. Basma employs 5 sales assistants and 2 supervisors. In one particular week, the 5 sales assistants each work for 30 hours and the 2 supervisors each work for 38 hours. For that week, the total amount Basma pays the 7 employees is 33 to $4.70. Okay. Basma pays each sales assistant 13.45 hours per day. Per hour, sorry. Per hour. Okay. Let's do it. So first let's do it for the sales assistants. So for 1 hour, they get 13.45 each. Okay. So for each work for 30 hours. So 30 hours will have 13.45 multiplied by 30. 13.45 into 30 is 403.5 $5. Okay. Okay. And this amount is for only one sales assistant. One sales assistant. So for 5 sales assistant, it will be 403.5 multiplied by 5. How much will it be into 5? It is 2017.5. So 5 sales assistant gets $2,017.5 for 30 hours in a week. Okay. Now we have the total pay. Total pay is basically the pay of the sales assistant plus the pay of the supervisors, right? Okay, so we know the total pay, it is 3324.70 is equals to the sales assistant one is 20117.5, and we don't know the pay of the supervisors. Can we not find it? So the pay of two supervisors is basically 3324.70 minus 2017.5. So two supervisors have that 3324.70 minus 2017.5, 1307.5. Okay, sorry, 2. Okay, so how much does one sales assistant get? One sales assistant is basically 1307.2 divided by 2. How much is it divided by 2? It is 653.6. Okay, now many of you will be writing this, but the answer states per hour, and this is for 38 hours. So for 38 hours, this much amount they get. So how about for 1 hour? Sorry, not 1 hour, 1 hour. So it will be 653.6 divided by 38. 653.6 divided by 38 is 17.2. $17.2 per hour. Okay. Part C. Part C is the question of the exchange rate. The exchange rate between dollars and pounds is $1 is equals to 0.77 pound. Okay. Basma buys 50 identical games for the total of 245. Okay, before reading the next part, let me just do this. For 50 games, she buys them for 245 pounds. Okay. So how much does one game cost her? One game is 245 divided by 50. It is 4.9. So therefore, one game is equals to 4.9 pounds. Okay. Now, she makes a profit of 39% when she sells each game. So 39% of 4.9, we first find out the profit. 39% of profit. So it is 1.99. Sorry, not 99. It's 1.91. Sorry again. Okay. So 1.911. Okay. This is her profit. Okay. This much is her profit. That means what will her what is the cost price? We know this formula. I don't know the profit is basically selling price minus the cost price. So we know the cost price, we know the profit, we just need to find out the selling price. So profit plus the cost price. So selling price is basically profit is 1.911 plus the selling price is cost price is 4.9. So plus 4.9 is basically 6.811 pounds. Okay. Okay. So one game is basically 6.811 pounds, right? Okay. Now it says that calculate the selling price for one game in dollars. Okay. So let's just do it. So 0.77 pound is equals to $1, right? So how about 1 pound? How much what does 1 pound cost? 1 pound is in dollars. It is 0.1 by $0.7. Okay. Then how much is 6.811? It is 1 by 0.77 multiplied by 6.11. Okay. What is it? And calculate and find out. Let me just put it in my calculator and see what's the answer. 1 by 0.77 into 6.811. It is 8.845. So we write it in 8.85. Okay. So this is part C. Let's go to part D. Okay. Part D is Basma invests $12,000 in an account paying compound interest. Sorry. At the rate of 1.5% per year. So n is equals to 1. Okay. At the end of year 1, she invests another 12,000 in the same account. Sure. At the end of year 1, that means when this okay, so when this much interest was added with the interest of 1 year, then she invests more 12,000. So before investing this 12,000, we first find out how much amount was in her account before investing this much at the end of year 1. Let's find out. The formula for calculating the amount is principal multiplied by 1 plus the r by 100 into n by n to the to the power n into 2 n into time, sorry. And as I just said, n is 1. So principal is 12,000 into 1 plus 1.5 by 100, and the time is, as it is end of 1 year, so it will be 1. It is 12,000 multiply 1 plus 1.5 by 100, so it is 12,000 one, sorry, okay, $12,180. Okay, now at the end of year 1, she will have uh, this amount, plus she also again invests more $12,000, so it will be $24,180 at the end of year 1. Okay, second statement, at the end of year 4 she takes out $20,000 out of the account. Okay, calculate the amount of energy remaining in the account at the end of year 4. Okay, now time will change. Time will be changing, and this is where most of us make the mistake. It will be 3. Why? Because uh, by the end of year 1, she invested more 12,000, so this won't be the principal amount. This wouldn't be the principal amount for this formula anymore. This will be the formula. This will be the principal amount. Okay. Okay. So if she didn't add this much, then we could have taken this. But as she has added more 12,000, so this is the our new principal principal amount. Okay. We have to use this one. Okay. Rate won't be changing. Time is changed. So amount is equals to 24,180 into 1 plus 1.5 by 100. N is 1 again. So, but this time is different. So 24,180 into 1 plus 1.5 divided by 100 into my bracket close to the power cube. So it is 25,284.503. Okay. So this amount that we just got, it is at the end of 4 years, at the end of 4 years, this is the amount that is in the bank. And then calculate the amount of money remaining in the account at the end of 4 years. So we subtract it. Amount remaining is basically 25,284.503 minus 20,000. So it is minus 20,000. So it is 5,284.503. And it is that give your answer correct to the nearest cent. So it will be $5284.5. That's the answer. Question 2. In a traffic survey, information about the vehicles passing a checkpoint is recorded. 160 vehicles pass the checkpoint in the morning. The table shows the number of people in each of the vehicles. Okay. Number of people is given, frequency given, pie chart angle is given for only one of them, and the other two we need to find it out. This is the pie chart. Uh, so always remember, pie chart has 360-degree angle total. Okay. Okay. So the total will be always 360 degree. Okay. How do you find out the pie chart angle? Now, the easiest way is that you take the frequency by one into the total vehicles and multiply it with 360 to get the angle. And let's see how much we get. It is 162. That means this angle will be 162 for number of people 1, and same goes for the second one, 48 by 160 into 360. 48 by 160, sorry, 48 by 160 into 360 is 108. Okay, okay, nice. Now let's do the pie chart. It is 162, so 180 minus 162 is basically 80. Okay. Now 90 plus 18 is 108, right? Now, so wait. Okay, so this much is 90. Okay, this much is 90 and 108. That means 108. No, this much is the answer. Okay, okay. This is the angle. So let me just draw it out. Okay. Now, so This much is 162 degree, and 162 is degree is for one people or one people. Okay, and then this one is 108 degree, and this is for two people in the uh, uh, car vehicle. Okay, let's go to question number B. The histogram shows the speed of the vehicles passing the checkpoint in the afternoon. Okay, uh, Sanjay says the histogram shows that the okay wait. Sanjay says the histogram shows the range of the speeds is 50 km per hour. Range is basically the highest speed, highest of something minus the lowest of something. Okay? Okay. Explain why he may not be correct. Okay. What kind of data is this? This histogram is a grouped data. This is a grouped uh, data, right? Okay. Sorry. Data. What is happening? Data. For which the individual individual speeds are not known to us. Okay, okay. Now the question is complete the frequency table. Okay, okay. So in this graph there is frequency density and the speed. Okay, we have to find out the frequency density. Formula for frequency density is frequency by class width. And how to find out the class width? Just subtract the higher one with the lower one. 30 minus 20 is 10. 40 minus 30 is again 10. 45 minus 40 is 5. 50 minus 45 is 5. 70 minus 50 is 20. Okay. Now for the first one, the frequency is given, and we need to find out the frequency density. So it is frequency by the class width. So it is 2.4. 2.4. But in the graph, it is already shown that it is 2.4. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Now we have to find out the frequencies. Frequency is basically frequency density. Oh, sorry, wait. What? Give me. Okay. Just give me a minute. Right. So if the frequency density is given, we need to find out the frequency. We are just going to multiply frequency density with the class width. Uh, Class width for this class width is given. Let us find out the frequency density for between 30 to 40. 30 to 40 it is over here, right? So it is 4.246, which is 4 point into 4.6, which means 46. Now this one's class width is 5, so 5 into here it is. It's 5 8.8. 8.8. So 5 into 8.8 is basically 44. This one's class width is 5 and 45, and uh, this one's frequency density is this much. Okay. This is for 7.2, 7.4, 7.6. So this is 7.6. So 5 into 7.6 is 38. And the last one, the class width is 20, for which, and then the frequency density is this much. The frequency density is 1.2, 1.4. 1.4. So 20 into 1.4, sorry, 20 into 1.4 is 28. Okay. So this one is this the one. Question number 3. Complete the table for y is equals to 4 plus 2x minus x squared by 2. Okay. So what do you mean by this? By table. Okay, so when x is equals to minus 2, y you need to find out the y value. So let's do it. Y is equals to 4 plus 2 multiplied by minus 2 minus sorry, minus 2 whole square by 2. To do this, okay, so 4 plus 2 into minus 2 minus minus 2 whole square by 2. Okay, so the y value is minus 2. Now that's, and again for y x value 6, what will be the y value? So So 4 plus 2 into 6 minus 6 square by 2. Okay. So let me calculate. It is again minus 2. Okay. Now draw the graph. Question is draw the graph of this for minus 2. X is greater than or equal to minus 2 and less than or equal to 6. Okay. All the points are given. So let's just plot it out. When x is minus okay when x is minus 2, y is also minus 2. Okay, when x is minus 2, y is also minus 2. So this is the point. Acha, okay, okay. This is the point. Okay, this is the point. Let me just put a circle, huh? Okay. Okay, so for minus 2 it is minus 2, for minus 1 it is 1.5. Okay, so for minus 1 it is 1.5. 1.5 is basically 1, it is 1.2, 1.4. Okay, so it will be somewhere in the middle. So it will be somewhere over here. Okay, okay. For 0 it is 4. Okay, now for 1 it will be 5.5. Again it will be somewhere in between here, somewhere here. Okay, okay. Now for 2 it will be 6. So it will be this part of the graph. Okay, now for 3 it is again 5.5. So this is the part. Okay, for 3 it will be 5.5. For 4 it will be 4.44. For 5 it is 1.5. So it will be not here, it's 2. Okay, so 1. Okay, here it is. And 5, 1.5, and 6, it is minus 2 again. So this is the graph. Let me just simplify it. This is a curve. So curve should be drawn very slowly. And I'm using my iPad to do this. So that's why I'm not sketching it. But you guys should use a pencil in all kinds of graph sketching. It is recommended because if you use a pen, you shouldn't use a pen in graph sketchings. I think it is okay. Okay, this is the graph. Find the equation of line of symmetry of the graph of y is equals to 4 plus 2x minus x squared by 2, which means this graph's line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is basically a line which cuts the shape in exactly half. So that line, should it be like this? No, right? Because it's a curve. It should be like somewhere like in between. So it is here. This is a 1 mark question. So this line is basically x is equals to 2. This is x is equals to 2 line. Okay. On the grid, draw the line 3y is equals to x plus 6. Okay. So y is equals to, send the 3 in that side. So x plus 6 by 3. So 1 by 3 x plus 6 by 3. So the equation is 1 by 3 x plus 2. Now, this 2 is the y-intercept. So it will cut the graph here. Okay. And now what you can do is that so from uh, you guys just rise and run. You guys can rise, or you guys can use the formula of rise and run 1 by 3. So one unit up, 1 unit up, 3 units to the rise. Run 1, 2, 3. So in from this point there will be a straight line. Let's just tilt it till it touches two of the points. Hmm. Okay, so this is not it. Just Okay, so let's just make it this. Okay, so and now we are asked to find out the x-intercept. X-intercept is basically when where the lines where the line is cutting the x-axis. It is 1.1, negative 1.1, and it is this part is minus sorry 3.65. Now, if you guys want, you guys can also substitute that it is said that you have to find it, write the coordinates, right? Of x. You guys can just put the y values, equate it. If you equate it, it would be like something like this. So 2x minus x squared by 2. So 1 by 2 x squared plus 1 by 3x minus 2x minus 2 is equals to 0. So it will be half x squared plus 1 by 3 minus 2 is basically minus 5 by 3 x minus 2 is equal to 0. So 6, so 3x squared minus 10x minus 12 is equal to 0. So use your calculator to solve this equation. So 3 is equal to minus 10 minus 12. One value of x is 0.9, or you guys can 0, but you guys can use this formula, but it's better to, if you guys want, you can do this. So, and it is another one is 4.3 minus 4.3. Okay. So it would be better if I had a, okay. So this, sorry. Uh, I know this is taking a bit more time, but yeah. Okay. So 4 point, mm, mm. Oh wow, this is okay. So it's like intersection. Okay, perfect. Okay. Question 4. It is a Venn diagram question. Okay. So the universal set contains an integer from x greater than or equal to 1 to 15, x is less than or equal to 15. So what are the numbers basically? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. For elements in for elements in A, multiple of 3. Okay. If they are multiple of 3, then it should be, okay. So if it's multiple of 3, it will be, let me write, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and there are more, but as our limit is from 15 till 15, we are just going to write till this much. Okay. Factor of 30. The way I bring out factors are by like this. We divide. Okay. So with if we multiply 1 with 30, it is 30. 2, it is 1, 15. 3, 10. 4, 30 is not divisible by 4. 5 is it is. So we will be, okay, so the elements in B will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, and 15. Not 30 because 30 is not in the range. Okay, so write down the elements of A. So the elements of A are basically 3, 6, 9, sorry, 12, and 15 and 15. Okay, complete the Venn diagram. Okay, so let's first find out the intersection. Intersection is basically the same numbers in all of them. The same numbers are basically, let me just highlight. 3 is there, 3 is there, and 3 is there. So the first intersection is 3. Then 6, sorry, highlight, erased. Okay, 6, 6, 6. So 6 is the second one. Then what is it? What is there else? 15. So 15, 15, 15. Okay. So the intersection will be 3, 6, and 15, if I'm not wrong. Let me if I didn't do it better way. Okay. So 3, 6, and 15. Okay. So in A there will be 9 and 12, and in B it will be no, no. Okay. So it will be 1, 2, 5, and 10. Okay. So these are the things. So what will be in the outside of the circles? Let's check. The ones that are already used, that won't be. So let's just cross out. Okay. So 1 is used, 2 is done, 3 is used, 4 is used. No. So 4. Then not 4. So 5 is used. 6 is used. 7 is not used. So let's do 7. Okay. 7 is not 8. Do we have 8 anywhere? No. So 8, then 9, okay, 10, okay, 11, no? Okay. So that means 11 will be there as well. 12, 12 is there. So 12 is there. 13, 14. Okay, so 11, 12 is there. 13, sorry, 13 and 14. This is the thing. Okay, okay. So X, okay. Okay, let me just use another color. Okay. Let's take X. A is 1. So which part of in the graph is A? Okay, wait. Okay, so let us take 1 and let's just denote. Okay, so A is where? Oh, this is 1 and here 1 and B prime, which means without B all parts. So without B is this and this, right? Uh, okay, so it is the union. Union. Oh, okay. So A. Oh, sorry. I did the mistake. Sorry. A union B. So A union B, which means this whole circle prime, which means this won't be covered, but the outer side will be the one which we will be caring about. Okay, so which sub elements do we have there? So it is 4, 7, 8, 11, 13, 14. So no, because as it's A union B whole prime, which means this whole thing will be crossed, and we will be only taking the outside part. So it is 4, 7, 8, 11, and 13 and 14. Smallest value is 4. Number of A with the intersection of B prime. Okay, so now this is the question of the one I was doing. So let's take A as 1 and B as 2. Okay, so which areas are A? Okay, this area is A and this area is A, right? B prime. B prime means this part and this part, right? And then it is what? Intersection, right? So intersection, where is the 1 and 2 interacting? Here, right? So it is 9. Or you guys can, if you guys don't want to do this way, you guys can write it also. So it is in A we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and then in B prime means excluding B everything. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. From here, which numbers are the one that are intersecting each other? 9 is intersecting and 12, right? So how many elements are there? 2, 9 and 2, 12, which means 2. So this is the answer. Okay.
Question number 5. A. Solve y by 4 is equals to 8. This is an easy part question. Y is equals to 8 into 4. Take the 4 to that side. Uh, so 8 into 4 is 32. So 32. This second part of A is 3 minus 12. Bring the 12 in the left side and put the 4 minus 4x in the other side of the equation. This is it. And then this will be negative 9 and this will be positive 6x. Therefore, minus 9 by 6 is equals to x. This can be simplified by 3. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 into 3 is 9. So therefore x is equals to negative 3 by 2. Negative 3 by 2. Find the value of w when x is equals to 6.2 and y is equals to, okay, w is equals to 5 times 6.2 minus 6 into 1 minus 1.8. Okay, now w is equals to 5 multiplied by 6.5 multiplied by 6.2 is basically 31. And some of you will be like, you will be multiplying 6 and 1.8 and you will be writing it like this, 6 into 1.8. Okay, and you guys will be writing minus 10.8, which will be absolutely wrong. Why? Because when you multiply with a negative number with another negative number, it becomes a positive number, which means it is a plus 10.8. Remember that. So 31 plus 10.8 is basically 41.8. 41.8. So w is equals to 41.8. Okay, rearrange the formula to make x the subject. Okay, so the formula is basically w is equals to 5x minus 6y. So we have to rearrange to make the x subject. So w plus 6y is equals to 5x. Just bring the negative 6y to the left side to make it positive 6y. So w plus 6y is equals to 5x, and 5 is in multiplication form with x. So if we bring it to the other side of the equation, it will be divided by 5. So x is equals to w plus 6y by 5. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, so let's take 15y plus 5x minus x. Okay, wait, 3xy minus x square. So take 5 common, so 3y plus, if we take 5 common, so there is 3y plus x common. Okay, then we will be taking minus x common. So if we what do we multiply with minus x to get minus 3xy? We multiply it with 3 positive 3y, then positive x. Because see, if you multiply minus x with plus x, it will be minus x squared, right? So like that. Now write it, y minus x, 3y plus x. So this is the factorization of this part. So 5 minus x, 3y plus x. Okay. Part D, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. Okay, so the denominators get multiplied, right? So x minus 3 into x plus 3. So it will be 2 into x plus 3 minus 4x minus 3. Okay, so I need to extend the line, plus x minus 3 into x plus 3. This is the thing. Okay, so let's simplify it. So open the bracket in the numerator. 2x plus 6 minus 4x plus 12, because minus 4 into minus 3 is positive 12, plus, now put the bracket and then again simplify, x square, x into x is x square, x into positive 3 is positive 3x, negative 3 into x positive x is negative 3x, negative 9. Okay, divided by x minus 3, x plus 3. So simplify it. So 6 plus 12 is 18 minus 2x plus x square. This gets cancelled out. The minus 9 by x minus 3, x plus 3. So it will be x square, negative 2x, positive 9. Because it is positive 8, negative 9, which means the sign will be positive, but the subtraction will still happen. This is the thing. And if you guys want to open the denominator as well, the denominator, if you guys want to open the denominator, then it will be x square minus 2x plus 9 by x square by minus 9. Okay, this is basically this is just the same thing as this. Okay, so it's x square, this are 2 gets cancelled out, so x square minus 9. That's the reason. But if you guys want to, you can do it. So let me just write it. 9 by x, x square minus 9. Okay. Question number 6, part A. Volume of a sphere is given 4 by 3 pi r cube. There's this diagram also which shows a cube, and inside there is a sphere. Okay, the diagram shows a sphere inside a cube. The sphere touches all 6 faces of the cube. Okay, the volume of the cube is 343 centimeter cube. Calculate the volume of the sphere. Okay, what will be our first step? Our first step will be volume is equal volume of a cube. So what is the volume of a cube? The side cube, right? So we don't know the side, so side cube is equals to 2. Oh, sorry, it's not 2, it's 343. So s is equals to cube root of 343. So let me just check it in the calculator. 343 is basically 7, so the sides are 7, and as the sphere is touching all the sides, that means that the diameter is also 7. So let me just write it in here. Diameter of, it's not a circle, sorry, it's a sphere. The sphere is also 7 centimeter, because see, question says that the sphere touches, it's not compressed, it's just touches all 6 faces of the cube. That means that it fits the diameter of the sphere is also 7 centimeter. Okay, so if the side is 7 centimeter, how do you find the radius? Radius of the sphere, radius of the sphere, you divide 7 by 2, which is 3.5. Okay, so now put the volume of the sphere. Volume of sphere is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube is equals to 4 by 3 pi 3.5 cube. So 4 by 3 pi into 3.5 cube, it's basically 179.59. so approximately you can write that 579.5, or sorry, 5 for you guys can write 579.6 centimeter cube. Okay, I hope you guys have understood. Okay, part B. Solid A is mathematically similar to solid B. The volume of solid A is given. Its height is also given. Volume of solid B is 1280 cm cube. Okay. Solid A height divided by solid B height is equals to solid A volume by solid B volume. Okay, so how do you compare height with volume? You cube the heights, right? Okay, now the height of solid A is given. It is 15 by B is equals to cube of 540 by 1280. Okay, next step will be Okay, to do this, you don't have to cube it. You can just do the cube root of this, and then 15 by b is equals to cube root of 540 by 1280 is 3 by 4. Okay, so b is equals to 15 into 4 by 3. So 3 is cancelled out with 15, 5. So b is equals to 5 into 4, 20. That means the height is 20 centimeter. Now let's go to the next question, which is part C. Okay. Curved surface area of a cone is given. The diagram shows a solid forming by joining a cone to a cylinder. Okay. The cone and cylinder each have a radius 6.3 centimeter. Slant height also given of is 8.7. High ratio is given of the height of the cone is to height of the cylinder is 2:3. Okay. Calculate the total surface area of the solid. Okay. So let me just write out the formula of total surface area of a cylinder without without lead without a lead, because this part is already joined with a cone, so this won't be covered as the surface area. So only this portion and this portion and this circular, the base will be counted as the surface. Okay, without a lid, without lids now, without a lid, that's my mistake. So I should have written a, so that you guys don't get confused. Okay, so the formula is basically 2 pi r h plus pi r square. Okay, now the very first thing we are going to find out is the height of the cone. Okay, height of cone. Now you guys will be like, how to as you can see, this is the slant height, sorry, this is the radius and this is the slant height. And if you pull, and is this a cone, if you put a line like this, it will be a right angle triangle, right? So draw it. And then this, I might be a little bit I have a OCD problem, so that, okay, so 6.3, 8.7, this is the 90 degree, and you have to find out this each height. Okay, Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. What is it? We use the Pythagoras theorem here, which is the hypotenuse square is equals to the side square and the sum of the sides squares. Okay, this is the formula. So h square is equals to 8.7 square minus 6.3 square. H square is equals to root over 8.7 square minus 6.3 square. We are supposed to take plus minus, but height or length, any length cannot be negative, so that's the reason why we are just going to take the positive value. Oh, sorry, this here is I wrote. Okay, so h is equals to root over 8.7 square minus 6.3 square is basically, so height is equals to 6 centimeter. Okay, now this is the height. Okay, let me just decrease, resize it because it's taking too much of the space. Okay, so now the second part is that we are going to find out the height of the full solid, the solid. Okay, how? Let me tell you. You guys are given with the ratio of the heights, right? Height of the cone, sorry, let me just write it like this. Height of the cone is given. Height of the cone is 2. Height of the cylinder are in ratio of 2 is to 3, right? Add it up is 5. That means 2 of into cone's height is, we know, we just got it. So 2 in by 5 into the entire total height, if is equals to the height of the cone, right? So what will be the total? We can find it out, right? So 2 into the total height, 5 we multiply it in the other side, so it is 30. So the total height is 30 divided by 2 is 15 centimeter. So now we know the total height of the solid. So can we not find out the height of the cylinder? So therefore height of cylinder is basically 15 centimeter minus 6 centimeter, which is 9 centimeter. So the height of the cylinder is 9 centimeter. Okay, now let's put the formulas. Okay, so the first formula is the total surface area of the of cylinder. So the formula is 2 pi r h plus pi r square, and we had to find out the height, because without the height we couldn't have uh, uh, used the formula, because in the formula we have height, we have to use height. So 2 pi, radius is basically 6.3, height we got is 9 plus pi into 6.3 whole square. Let's find it out. Let's put the entire thing in the calculator to find it. 2 pi into 6.3 into 9 plus pi multiplied by 6.23 whole square is basically 480.946. So let's just write it 95. Okay, so this is the total surface area of the cylinder. Let us find out the curved surface area of the cone. It is pi rl. Pi rl. L is basically the slanted height. So pi into 6.3 into 8.7. So it is pi into 6.3, sorry, pi into 6.3 into 8.7. So it is 172.20, because it's 172.19, so I can write it 2, round it, and 2. Okay, so total total surface area is basically that sum of both of the surface areas. So the total surface area of the cylinder without the lead and the square surface area of the cone. So it is 480.95 plus 172.20. What do we get? 480.95 plus 172.20. It is 653.15. So you guys can write to 653.15, or you guys can round it up as well, your wish, the way you guys want to do it, totally up to you.
Question number 8. This is a okay. So A, B, C, D is a field. Okay. So A, B, C, D is a field. AB is 320 meter, BC is 250 meter, CD is 132 meter, and AD is 365 meter. Okay. Angle BCD is 90 degree. Okay. Ray walks from A to B at an average speed of 1.6 meter per second. He then runs from AB to C at the average speed of 2.8 meter per second. Calculate Ray's average speed from A to B to C. Okay. Now, many people will be like, you are going to be adding you guys, many students will do this mistake that they will be adding this up and they will be adding this, where is it? A to B to A, okay, A to B and then B to C, they will be adding the distance and then they will be adding the speed and then do something with that and then bring it out. It is not going to work because see this. Okay, so let me just write the average speed, this average speeds formula, then I'm going to rewrite the correct method. So average speed formula is total distance by the total time. So total distance is basically, yeah, you add it up. So 320 plus 250 and now you just wait till we find out the total time. Okay. So from I'm going to write time taken to walk from A to B separately. So speed is equals to d by t, right? So t is equals to d by s, right? Okay. So A to B distance is A to B distance is 320 and the speed average speed she was walking Ray was walking in was 1.6, right? So if we divide it, the time comes here 200 seconds. Okay. Now time taken for B to C. Similar, same thing. Distance by speed. Distance from B to C distance is 250 and the speed he has in from B to C he runs, so the speed is 2.8. Okay, so the formula is if you put it if you put it in the calculator, the answer is 89.286 seconds. Okay, now it is it is what can I say? It's a decimal number, so I will use the fraction. So let's write. So here the total time is 200 plus 250 by 2.8. So let me put it in the calculator to see what the answer is. So 320 plus 250 divided by 200 plus 250 divided by 2.8. It is 1.97037037. So I will be keeping 1.970. So the answer is 1.97. Okay. So this is the workout for this question, and yeah, this is the thing, and so this is the one. Okay, this is it, and let's go to part B. Okay, the bearing of D from A. Okay, this is a bearing question. Okay. Bearing of D from A is 243. Calculate the bearing of B from A. Okay, let me just draw the shape again. Uh, it is as it was said that it is 90 degree. Let me just, I have this is the shape. Let's just, oh, hmm. Okay, now let's just, this will be, this will be a crucial part. for me to do this diagram is okay. So let's just erase this and just join this one with this. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So this is the one. This is the diagram. This is the 90-degree, and this is a line, zigzag line, or this is a dotted line. Okay. So let me just write. Let me just put the values. Okay. So okay. So this is A. This is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay. Let me just draw the bearings. So let's just put it a bit here. Okay. So this one. Okay, sorry. This will be a straight line. So that north line is this. Okay. So this is 320. This is 365. And yeah, that was all the information we are given. Bearing of A, B, D2 from A. Okay. So which means from here to till here, this degree is 243. Okay. So let me just move this A to here. Okay. Then we are asked to find out this bearing, right? We are asked to find out this. Okay, how do you do this? The easiest way to do this question is we find out this angle theta so that we can minus subtract 243 from this theta. So we can subtract theta from this 243 to get the bearing of B. Okay, because most of the times in the paper it says that calculate the bearing. Some questions it will be like that use a protractor and compass to measure it, and then in some questions it will be like show your calculations to do this. And this question consists of 5 marks, so that also means that you have to show your calculations. So let's do it. Okay. So before putting the cosine rule, we are going to be using the cosine rule. But before that, to do the cosine rule, we need to find out what is this a length. We have to also find it out. So to find the length BD, okay, so BD, we are going length of BD, we have to find out. So we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, we are going to be using the Pythagoras theorem, which is the hypotenuse square. So BD square is equals to 132 square plus 250 square. So BD is basically root over 132 square plus 250 square. Now people will be like, uh, why didn't you take plus minus? Because the BD is the length, right? So lengths, did you ever hear that lengths are negative? No, because lengths are never negative. Lengths are always positive. So that's the reason why. So BD length, put it in the calculator. I will put it in the calculator to find out the length of BD is 250 square. So it's 282.71. Take it. Okay. So now that we have two 282.71, so this is the way. So now we can apply the cosine rule. So we are going to put the cosine cos theta is equals to the two lines that are joined to make that theta, make that angle. You guys should know the formula. 365 square plus 320 square minus. 282.71 whole square by 2 into 365, 320 cos theta is equals to 365 square plus 320 square 235,625 minus 282.71 square is 79,924.9441 by 2 into 365 into 320 233,600 cos theta. Sorry, let me just write it directly. Cos inverse. Okay, so 235,625 minus 79,924.9441 is 15,570.0559 by 233 233,600. Okay, let me just calculate it again. So 365 square plus 320 square minus 282.71 square. Okay, perfect. Okay, so cos inverse 155700.0559 by 233600 is basically theta is basically 48.20. So therefore bearing of B from A is 243 minus 48.20. Wait, 243 acted. 243 minus 48.20. It is 194.8. So the bearing is 194.8 degrees. So this was the question, and then yeah, if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask me in the comments. Question number 9, A, part A. ABD is a triangle, so ABD is a triangle. C, where is C? Okay, C is a point on BD, and E is a point on AD. AB is parallel to EC, and CD is equals to, okay, so this means that okay, so find the value of this angle and this angle. Okay, let's do it. Okay, before doing this, that do you guys notice that CD triangle CDE is an isosceles triangle. That means if this side is this side and this side, they are equal. Okay, so now let's see. Mm, Okay, so angle BEC is equals to angle ABE, which is 28 degrees. Okay, that means this is 28. Okay, so if that's the case, x is equals to 180 minus 54 plus 28, because in a triangle all the angles add up to 180 degrees. So to find out one angle, you can just add the other two angles and subtract it by 180. You get it? So it will be, let's not write it again. Yes, I am writing it directly so you guys can, I hope you guys can understand. So x is equals to 98 degrees. Okay. Okay, let me just write the first step for you guys because that time. Okay, so 180 degree is equals to x plus 54 plus 28. Let me just explain. So if in a triangle, all the angles, for example, this angle is plus this angle is equals to 180 degree. Okay. So if I have to find out this angle, we can just easily add this one and then subtract it by 180, right? To find out x. That's the thing I did. Okay. Now let's go to number y. Okay. To find out y, I need to find out what is this angle. This angle. Let me just put okay, let me just assume that let uh, angle C E D be n. Okay. So if it is n, then okay. So x plus 28 plus n is equals to 180 degree because it's a straight line. Because uh, A E D is a straight line. Okay. Okay. So we know the x value. So 98 plus 28 plus n is equals to 180. So n is equals to 180 minus 98 plus 28. Oh, sorry. N is equals to 180 minus 98 plus 28 is basically 54. Okay. So now we got to know that this angle is 54, and if this angle is 54, this angle is also 54. Okay. So now can we not find out the value of y? Y plus 54 plus 54 is equals to 180. So 180, sorry, let me just write y is equals to 180 minus 54 plus 54. Y is equals to 180 minus 54 plus 54 is basically 72. So therefore the y value is 72 degrees. Okay. So let's go to the next part of this question. The next part is PQR is a triangle. PRQ or PQR is a triangle. Okay. P and R are points in this circle with a center O. Okay. O is the point on PQ. QR, this line is a tangent to the circle at R, this point. Okay. QR is basically 12 centimeter and the angle of this angle is 35 degrees. Okay. This are the information that we are given. We have to calculate the area of PQR. So we have to calculate the in area. Okay. To calculate the area, okay. So in this question, what I want to do is that I wanna put it over here. Okay. I wanted to put a line here. So now okay, so let's just use a plain line for this part. I can use a scale if you guys want to use a scale, you guys can. Honestly, I okay. So this is the line. Okay, so this line and this line is equal. So that means this is Also 35. This is 35 as well, okay? And this is 90, right? Okay. Now we can use the sine rule. We are going to be using the sine rule. How? Let me tell you. So we have to find out. Um, okay. So we find out the. Okay. So firstly, we PQ and the opposite angle is this one. So 30, it is sine 35 plus 90 is equals to okay, and then there is RQ by sine 35. Okay, so PQ we don't know, we have to find out. Sine 35 plus 90 is 125 is equals to RQ is 12. 12 by sine 35. So the length of PQ can be decided, that is that 12 into sine 35 multiplied by sine 125. Use a calculator to find it out. Sine 35. Oh, oops. I am habitual of writing x so much that I, even in normal equations, I tend to write it 125. Okay. So the length, PQ length is 17.137, so I will write 17.414 centimeter. Okay, now we have to find out the area, right? Area. So I will, area of a triangle formula is area of, sorry, area of triangle formula is half, sorry, half a into b sine theta, right? So let me tell this that if you take take theta, if you take this theta, okay, let me just write it with so if you give sine theta in this, if you take sine 35 as your theta, then you have to take this length and then this length. You know this length, but you don't know this length, and you have to find it out. So it's better not to use this side. It's better to use this side, so we can just find it out because we know this length and we know this length. It is 12, so we can easily find it out. So this one will be a bit. So uh, this is not that hard. So we have to find out uh, this theta value. Okay. So how do you find the theta value? Okay, let me just. Okay. So to find out the theta value, okay, let me just write it out. Theta plus 125 plus 35 is equals to 180 degree. This, let me just tell you how I took this. So this plus this is equals to 180 degree, right? So if you want to find out this, you add this up with this and then subtract it with this. That's how you do it. So theta is equals to 180 minus 125 plus 35. Theta is basically 180 minus 125 plus 35. We get theta value is 20 degree. Okay. Now that we got the theta value, which is 20, we now can find out the area. How? Okay. So 1 by 2, the 12 into the b, which is 17.14 into sine 20. Okay. 2 can be simplified. Honestly, I like to do my maths without the calculator, but for example, this question needed the calculator because this questions need the calculator because of the sine, cosine rules. Because paper two is paper one is also there, and in paper one Yes, you don't cannot use the calculator, so you have to make a habit of doing maths without your calculator. So yeah, so the area is 35.2 degrees. Okay. Uh, yes. If you guys have questions, just let me know in the comments. I will try to help you guys. Question 10. Bag B contains red balls and green balls. Uh, the total number of balls in the bag is X. Okay. The number of green balls in the bag is 6 more than the number of red balls. Uh, Part A is show that the fraction of the balls in the bag that are red is X minus 6 by 2R. Okay, 2X, sorry. Okay. So let's just make an assumption. Let red balls be R, okay? Okay. So the total number of balls are X, okay? So X is equals to R plus 6 plus R, right? Okay. X is equals to R plus 6 plus R, open the brackets, 2R plus 6, right? Okay. Now subject R. So R, 2R is equals to X minus 6. R is equals to X minus 6 by 2. Okay. So this is the number of red balls. Okay. Okay. Now let's put that into the fraction. Okay. Fraction should be the number of red balls divided by the total balls, right? So red balls are fraction we got x minus 6 by 2 and the total was x. Okay, so it gets multiplied, right? So 2x. It's basically like this, see? X minus 6 by 2 divided by x. So what do you do at this point? If it's divide, you do the to do this, you do this to multiply by 1 by x now. So then what happens? X minus 6 by 2x. So therefore shown. Normally this is something you should know. So I write it directly. Okay. Part B. Bag B, sorry. Uh, Bag B also contains red balls and green balls. The number of red balls in bag B is X. Okay, so in part A, question number 10, it said that the total number of balls in the bag is X, and now in part B, it said that the number of red balls in the bag is X. Okay, number of green balls are 4 times the number of green balls in bag A. Okay, so, okay, তাহলে, uh, mm, bag B is equals to red balls plus green balls, right? Okay, so it will be red is X plus 4 into the green balls, right? So do we know the equation of the green balls? Okay, so we know that it is 6 plus, right? 6 plus the red balls. In the first line, it was written that it was 6 plus. In bag B, the green balls were 6 more than the red balls, right? That's the reason why I am adding 6 with it. Okay? Okay. So let's simplify x plus 4, 12 plus x minus 6 by 2. 2 can be cancelled with 2, so x plus 12, sorry, 12 minus 6 is plus 6 plus x. So into 2, so x is plus 12 plus 2x, so it is 3x plus 12. So this is the total number of balls. Total number of balls in bag B. Okay. So now again, fraction formula is the one that read. So read by the total. Okay. So read here is x and the total is 3x plus 12, hence shown. Okay. These questions are basically easy. You just have to just understand it before solving it. Question number C. Show that x square minus 6x minus 72. Okay, let's show it. Okay, so it's basically cross multiplication. So x minus 6 into 3x plus 12 is equals to 2x into x. Okay, so 3x square plus 12x minus 18x minus 72 is equals to 2x square. So bring the 2x in the side, 3x square minus 2x square minus 6x minus 72 is equals to 0. So x square minus 6x minus 72 is equals to 0. So hence solved. Okay, solved by factorization of this. Okay, so what I do, I know the formula. The formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. But I like to use the the middle term break. To do the middle term break, you first multiply the first term with the second term, third term. Sorry. So if 1 into 72 is 72, and then break it down. 1, 72, 2, and it will be 3, 6, 36. I kind of like to, sorry, I kind of love like to do this middle term break using like this. If you guys don't really like this kind of ones, so you just can use a formula or the way you guys do it. Okay, 6, 10, 12. Okay. So this will work. So x square minus 12x plus 6x will make it 6 minus 6x, right? So like that. Where okay. So first we take x common to x minus 12 and then plus 6 common. So x minus 12 is equals to 0. X plus 6, x minus 12 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 6. Okay, how? Let me just write it out. Okay, so x plus 6 is equals to 0, x minus 12 is equals to 0. So x is equals to, if you take the positive 6 and to the next right side, it will be minus 6. And if you take the negative 12 to the right hand side, then it will be positive. So minus 6 and 12. Okay, these are the two questions. Okay, C is part E is X is the total number of balls in bag A. Use your answer to find the number of green balls in bag A. Okay, so X I will be taking 12, which will be the total ball in bag A. Why not I take minus 6? Because X, the value of X is basically the total number of balls, and number of somethings or amount of something cannot be negative, right? So that's the reason why I take 12. Okay. So we have to find out how many green balls. So and we are given with a total. We know the formula. We know that R's formula is R minus the two R is equals to my total minus 6 by 2. We just found out. We found out in the first part here. This. So we are going. This is the total number. So let's go down and do this. Okay. So the total is 12. So R is equals to 12 minus 6 by 2. R minus 12 is R. Sorry. 12 minus 6 is 6, by 2 is uh, r is equals to 3. And if r is equals to 3, then if r is equals to 3, then what will be the number of green balls? This is the number of red balls. So the remaining should be, so total balls is equals to red plus green. So therefore green balls is equals to total minus red, which will be 12 minus 3, which is 9. So there will be 9 green balls in this question. So the answer is 9 green balls, okay? Question number 11. Mia has 25 shapes. She uses their properties to sort them into groups. The table shows the number of shapes in each group. Okay. So there are 4 triangles with line symmetry, 5 triangles with no line symmetry. So there will be a total of 9 triangles with and without line symmetries. And then there is 9 quadrilaterals with that have a line symmetry and 7 quadrilaterals that do not have a line symmetry. Total is 16 quadrilaterals. Okay. Mia takes one of the triangles at random, notes its properties, and replaces it. Find the probability that it has a line symmetry. As it's a triangle, so the it will be the triangle with the line symmetry, which is 4, and the total, because probability is that, so basically in the probability, the one of the triangles at random, so in there are 4 triangles that have line symmetry, so 4 by the total number of triangles that we have, so it will be 4 by 9. Second question. Mia takes one of the 25 shapes at random, notes its properties, and replaces it. And then again, she then takes a second shape at random, notes its properties, and replaces it. Find a probability that both shapes are quadrilateral. Acha. How many quadrilaterals are there? There is no mention of if it has line symmetry or not. So there are 16 quadrilaterals. So 16 out of 25. The first probability will be 16 out of 25. And then another again, it as it is replaced, so it will be again 2016 by 25. So if we multiply it, it would be 256 by 625. Yeah, and then Mia takes 3 of the 25 shapes at random without replacing it. Find the probability that one of the shapes is a triangle with a line symmetry. Okay, so how many triangles are there with line symmetry? There are 4. So 4 out of 25 multiply by now 4 of them are taken, so 25 minus 4, and 1 of them are taken. So 25, and as it's a without replacement case, you will 25 minus 1 into 20. Uh, okay, so 25 minus 4 minus 1, and 25 minus 1 minus 1. So let me just write it again. 4 by 25 into, sorry, into 21 by 24 into 20 by 23. So we will be multiplying it with the 3 because there are 3 combinations. So the first combination is that the the first pick can be triangle, and the other two can be other the quadrilateral or a triangle with no symmetry. And there's another, the second case is that in the second pick you get the triangle with line symmetry, and then in the last pick, there the case 3 is that you get the triangle with the line symmetry in the end. So we multiply this, simplify this further. It will be 42 by 115. 42 by 115. Okay, so I hope you guys understood the lecture. If you guys understood, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. I will try my best to answer it.